There was one piece of clothing related. Biggie put Chris Kelly on a high this morning because of his new Red Sox jersey. I've not seen this one. Is there a name on the back or a number?
No. I chose to go with the one without a name or a number on the back because we're about the name on the front of the jersey.
Boom.
And not the back of the jersey. So I went with solid red and nothing on the back. And also it was half priced.
Yeah.
There is no name on the back.
I like your excuse for it, though.
It's all about the front.
It's all about the front, not the back.
Team.
So Kelly was on a high because Biggie complimented his jersey. What I noticed you conveniently left out is that for the second time in as many weeks, I walked into the office first this morning to find a giant pair of dungarees on my desk.
Yes, that's right. I accidentally left. I've lost my pants.
It's not accidental anymore.
It is accidental.
It's impossible. It is impossible.
The way this routine...
And this aggression will not stand. This bizarre passive-aggressive urination dog dominance thing will not stand.
Let me tell you what happened, Biggie.
I don't need to know. Oh, I'm not Biggie.
Let me tell you what happened. All right. This show ends. Chris Demm left a few minutes before I did yesterday. I always change into my gym attire in our office. And sometimes when I take off my pants, as Chris Demm calls them, big dungarees.
Giant
dungarees. I leave them to the side. And yesterday, unfortunately, I left them on Chris Demm's workstation.
What kind of a man does this? You're not a man.
I don't know. No.
You're not a child. Eli is more mature. Eli, our little 8-year-old listener, knows where to put his pants at night.
He does. And, it plagued me because I had a lot going on.
Did you?
Well, I had to remake. I had to get a key copied. I had to,
the keys. The key saga continued.
A big, busy afternoon. So I changed my clothes and everything. I went to the gym. I went to Stretch Zone. And as I was driving home, I thought, where are my pants? And then it hit me. I've left those pants in Chris Demm's office.
Why are they on my side?
I don't know about that. That's a good question.
This is a dog urinating, in someone else's yard.
It's subconscious hate.
I was 15 minutes from the radio station, and I thought I could turn around and go back and get those pants. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
I should have. I mean, that's how worried I was about him finding that denim on his workstation. And then I thought, I've got to go to my second set of jeans.
And beltless.
But I didn't.
Because I noticed the belt is on there.
That's right.
Still in the dungarees.
I didn't even go jeans. I just went sweatpants. I just, why not?
Oh,
I just wore my sweats in.
You like
it? Yeah. Like, what the heck?
Hey, it's baseball day. Let's go.
It's baseball day. Let's go.
It's playoffs. Let's do this.
Red Sox.
Again, Eli is dressed better than you. And he's a child.
He is a child that's been roused from sleep to hear his birthday shout out.
They said your name.
Get up.
I'm so tired, Daddy.
Which one said it? The slovenly one? The one who knows the music. The slovenly one, son.
Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong Chris that said my name. So, yeah, I apologize.
I don't accept. If there was an ounce of sincerity in there,
yeah,
I might.
I absolutely.
But I don't. I reject.
I apologize.
I'm with him, actually.
Wholeheartedly, unreservedly.
I want to apologize.
Especially the part where you don't know how they get over there.
I just don't know how.
I change on my side. I don't know how they get over there.
What are you doing with your underpants? Are you just rubbing them across my desk when I'm there? Are you dragging your filthy socks across my keyboard when I'm not there?
Wouldn't shock me.
The only thing that comes off are my pants. Everything else stays on.
I don't know how this happens.
There's a sofa. You've got 10 square feet of office desk space and a sofa.
All I can do is apologize. I don't
accept.
I don't
accept.
I just don't.
There must be a correction. There
will be
reparations.
I've got to do something to make sure I remember those.
Be
pants.
a man.
You
can be a man.
I've got to be a man. I've got to be a man.
Why don't you have a gym bag? Instead of just carrying loose clothing with you under your armpit.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to put.
I'm gonna have to start in a gym bag.
I'm gonna have to start using. I do have one. But it's just so quick and easy just to change and put it under my arm.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes if I forget to put it under my arm, It's there in Chris Demm's, and it's the worst possible place. You know, it's the, and then
So I have to pick up the ruler.
Yeah.
Pick up the giant dungarees. 'Cause I'm not going to touch them.
Oh, I wish there was a camera in there to see that. I
I
wish there was a
video.
camera.
Next time, because it will happen again. The next time it happens, I will do an entire video diary.
I'm going to vow to never let that happen again. I will not let those pants go to you stay in that office. I just can't do that anymore.
I really can't. I'd love to see video of both incidents. I'd love to see you launch your jeans across the room onto his chair, and then him come in with a ruler, pick them back up.
And shovel them back over to his side.
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Well, of course it's your fault.
I apologize is all I can say. I'm so upset by this.
I mean,
you have no idea.
You know, if the office was open afterwards, if you left the office door open, or if the cleaning crew was here, coworkers see your giant dungarees on my workstation,
I know.
they'll think I'm slovenly, and I'm not.
I think it might be the cleaning crew is putting my jeans on your area. I don't think I did.
Dare.
Don't you dare. I don't think I did that. I just really can't imagine why they wound up on
Traipsing around there, Silence of the Lambs style, with the office door closed.
That's true. I do close the office door, to do that. So Biggie also was saying, this is entertainment related.
This?
Well, not this.
Worst segue ever.
Let me tell you this. Yesterday at this time, we were talking about that new show, Squid Game, on Netflix, that is getting all sorts of buzz because it's horror.
It was the most popular show in the world on Netflix right now.
Yeah, and it's breaking all sorts of records. It's a fake game show where people have to do certain things to win money, but if they don't, they die. And Biggie said he saw the first episode and thinks he'll be a fan. And he suggested, now this is interesting because he suggested watching the Korean version with English subtitles, not the dubbed over version, because there's a dubbed over version.
Oh, with just an English soundtrack?
Yes. However, I heard a woman who speaks, just today, she speaks fluent Korean, and she says there's a lot missed in either translation. Because if you speak fluent Korean, they say things and they're taken completely out of context, and it really does matter. She says in this show that you really need to speak fluent Korean to enjoy the show.
Well, of course, if you're fluent, you'll get way more out of it.
So Biggie's going to have to learn to be a fluent Korean speaker before.
I don't know where he's going to find the time.
I don't know. Ben, you have a thought on our office policies. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, I have a guy at work that was leaving his tools, his garbage, and his clothes on my toolbox. So I started hiding them from him. And when he started paying $500 for tools that he was missing, he stopped, put the stuff there, and started finding stuff where it belonged.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm going to start putting the pants at various locations in the building.
I wouldn't blame you. I honestly wouldn't.
Now that's
blame
an idea.
I'm
Very good idea. I put them on the roof. I put them in the boss's office, the owner's office.
I'm going to vow to never let that happen again. That's how sincere, that's how upset I am about this, because that's probably the fourth time it's happened where...
Yeah, it's accelerated lately.
Yeah, the last few weeks. I think it's too much on my mind.
Yeah.
These keys, I meant to...
Oh, the keys.
I lost my keys, and I knew Chris Demm would make sport of me for this. Here, I'm going to show you my new keychain in my... I told you I had a...
Oh, my God.
I had to get that little...
shrieks. I'm not allowed to leave the home by myself.
Now put it on your wrist. Your wrist.
Yeah.
These are... I really feel... As soon as I bought this, I thought, this is going to be... Chris Demm's going to see this one of these. I don't get it out of the way here.
My dearly departed father used to wear his mailbox key on that exact ring.
On his wrist.
Again.
Until the day he died.
Yeah.
Right.
It's on your wrist.
This way I won't lose them. Maybe you should put your pants on one of those.
Now, maybe you're exactly right. All I can do is, from my heart, apologize.
Reject.
I am so upset about this jeans thing. Here's a Netflix story as well. Seinfeld just went over to Netflix, and he's promoting that. Jerry's out
Heavily.
front. That's such a weird...
Isn't it?
It used to be on Netflix. Then it went to Hulu. Now it's back to Netflix.
And I think Comedy Central.
Comedy Central.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's on the Fox affiliate here locally. I think it's on TBS.
It's on TBS.
Yes, it's everywhere.
And let me tell you, it jumped right in the top 10 in Netflix. When I looked last night, Seinfeld was like number 6.
I read this article too and the reason people are really upset with something they've done on Netflix to Seinfeld, and several people said, I was without Seinfeld for a whole month while it went from Hulu to Netflix. And I thought, were you? I mean, it's everywhere.
All I can figure is that where I guess we are okay picking it up on TV.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, this is season 5.
Yeah.
Okay, this, I didn't love this episode, but I watched. I guess people seek out their favorites.
But this show went off the air 23 years ago.
Are these people who are only streamers?
It must be.
Yeah.
Because one guy did say, and they're really upset with what they've done with something on Seinfeld. And one guy said, I had to go a whole month without seeing it at all. And I said, but you've had 23 years since it went off the air, and it is on TV on multiple networks. The thing they're upset about is it used to be a 4-to-3 aspect ratio. That's how it was shot, because there was no high definition, or it was limited back then. Well, now Netflix has taken it, and it's the first time it's been done, to a more cinematic, modern 16:9 aspect ratio. So there are bars on the top and bottom. And several people have said visual jokes are cut out because of the new way that it is being formatted.
Really?
But that Seinfeld wasn't about visual. They weren't about cramming the frame with jokes. I'm sure it happens.
Yeah, there are a few. One is one guy says season 8 episode. The episode is called "The Pothole."
Where George fills it in.
It must be,
or something gets buried in there.
I haven't seen that in a long time. I don't remember.
Is it Phil Rizzuto bobblehead?
Yeah, because you hear the bobblehead.
Okay.
Holy cow.
The 16:9 aspect ratio has cropped out the pothole in several scenes where it needs to be seen. And people are hopping mad about this at Netflix. And they say, fix it.
The fact that you know that much about it.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Say, get it back to where it used to be so we can see it.
I'm assuming now that Netflix will show the entire show. Because remember,
yes,
if you watch it in syndication, they have a lot of times they'll cut out the opening stand-up when Jerry did that.
Yep.
And the closing stand-up when Jerry still did those.
Yes, that's right.
What I don't know about Comedy Central, because they've still got commercials.
I'll tell you one thing. I watch Friends on Nick at Night, maybe Comedy Central if they've got Friends. There's some other.
They just added Friends.
Okay. They edit that thing so much. I mean, those networks really do cut out 2 to 3 minutes. And it does change, because I know all the jokes, and when I see a scene cut, and Sex in the City, don't get me started. Do not get me started on this. Now I'll watch it, of course. But it's really bad. Fans also have aired grievances that Jerry's sneaker collection has been cut from the contemporary ratio. So when
because you don't see his feet.
You don't see his feet.
He did wear some crazy shoes.
Yeah.
And so they're upset with that also.
My wife has a thing when we'll watch some of the shows, because this was shot mostly in the 90s, and she'll say, you had that shirt, the one that Jerry's wearing. You had that shirt.
Yeah.
About half of his shirts I own.
Yes. Well, he's very fashionable. I wore a lot of those rugby shirts that he had, and I still do.
You wore a barn jacket, too. George Costanza wore a lot of barn jackets.
I love a barn. My wife hates the barn. I love a barn jacket. I still have a barn that I love to wear in the fall. And the Netflix CEO says, well, we're evaluating the comments of the viewers. And they say that to put Seinfeld on all at once and to pay the amount of money we paid for it was a big risk for us. So we're happy to see that people are invested in it. It went right to the top 10 of Netflix shows. He says it's the first time we've taken a risk of this nature, going all in on 9 seasons at the jump. Is that the first time? Did Seinfeld used to just have like 5 or 6 seasons up there? Maybe that's how it was back, because it used to be on Netflix. When I first got Netflix, it was on there. And now it's back with all 9 seasons. A show that started in 1989. That's 32 years ago, and still is in the top 10.